This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing a behind the scenes of this cute photo shoot I recently did in New York. I was testing out the 24-70 Mark I and Mark II side to side just to see if one of them performs better than the other, is it worth switching to the newer lens, and so on. So stay tuned. And before we get into this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel, click the little bell button, and let's get right into the video. When it comes to outfits, as I mentioned, we kept it pretty retro for all of the looks. The first one was kind of a rock and roll vibe, and the second one was a bit more sexy, a bit more pulled back. It was just black underwear, high-waisted underwear, and a bra. We had a jean jacket at the beginning, and then we took it off. And as you see here, we also had Kitty play a part in the photos, which I really love, and I think these are actually my favorite photos. And I have to say that, as you see in the little video previews of the back of my camera, the lenses didn't have any trouble focusing, and in some instances they were actually focusing both on the model's eyes and on the cat, which I loved. If you have been a long-time follower of mine, you know that I love shooting with animals, so when we saw the cat in the apartment, I couldn't help but try and get her in the shot. She was a bit camera shy and she wasn't super into it, so I didn't want to really force her, but whenever she was walking around us, I was trying to incorporate her into the shot as much as possible. And as you see in these photos here, we got a few sneaky shots that I really love of her just wandering around and checking everything out, and I think it looks super cute, so I'm really happy that I did manage to capture that. If you are in the US, I highly recommend you try Peerspace for your location bookings. I found this space for around $80 an hour. I booked it for like 2 hours and I had this really awesome location. I use it all the time when I do my shoots on location because it's just super convenient and you have a wide variety of spaces. So I definitely recommend that you check it out if you are in the US. Here is also a little preview of how the photos look straight from the back of my camera. You can see the kind of shots I'm getting and how the colors are looking straight off the bat. Like it's kind of like a bit like maybe like, yes, exactly, just like that, perfect. Oh yeah, love that. Cute. Oh yeah, love. When it comes to the gear itself, I was shooting on a Sony a7 IV and I had my 24-70 2.8 Mark I with me, and I also had the Mark II rented as well. And I just kind of wanted to see if there is that much of a difference between the lenses in terms of focusing and so on, and is it worth paying all the extra money for the newer lens. And now a word from my sponsor. Squarespace is an all-in platform that will help you make your dream website, portfolio, or an online shop become a reality. Squarespace has hundreds of beautiful templates, so you will definitely find something that suits you and your personal style. You can build a professional portfolio website in a matter of hours, and you will be able to customize it every step of the way, so it's so you that nobody can deny it's not. As we all know, social media presence is power, and with Squarespace, you'll be able to auto-post all your content to Twitter, Facebook, or Tumblr with proper tags and descriptions. Finally, Squarespace helps you with the marketing. They help you with SEO, as well as some plugins for Instagram stories and so on, as well as share buttons, so your followers can give you some juicy shoutouts on their social media. If that sounds like something you'd like to try, make sure to go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and once you're ready to go, use my code squarespace.com/Anita to receive 10% off your first purchase. first thing first, the 24-70 Mark II is a tiny bit of a lighter lens. It's not lighter by much, but there is definitely a little bit of a weight difference, which I appreciate. As you guys know, when you're shooting, it is always nicer to have gear that is as light as possible. You don't really want to break your back with equipment, especially if you have multiple lenses. I have to say though, my 24-70 is not super heavy in the first place, so it's definitely not a huge difference, but it is appreciated. When it comes to focusing, I think both lenses are pretty excellent. However, I will say that the new Mark II was definitely a tiny bit faster when it comes to autofocus. It was a bit less confused when it came to shooting backlit. And as you saw in this video, the apartment was pretty not super bright, I should say, and I was kind of trying to see what the quality of the images would look like, how would the focus on her face if the light wasn't ideal, and so on. And I have to say that the Mark II really performed great. To sum everything up, I think if I was to have to choose now what gear to get, I will probably get the Sony a7 IV and the 24-70 Mark II. However, saying that, I am pretty content with the 24-70 that I have at the moment. The focusing and everything else is still amazing on it, and it is quite a new lens for me because I only got it recently, so I don't think I will be switching anytime soon. However, if you are considering as your new lens, I would definitely look into getting the newer version. Okay guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.